y'all? It's the New Movement Live. DJ Drewski in the building. Now we got actor, radio host, artist, A&R, producer, VeroG hanging out with us today.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm honored.
It's an honor to have you here because you wear so many hats, right? But for the people that don't know VeroG, I want to take it back. What came first in your career? Was it the music? Was it producing? Was it TV?
That's a really good question. I was taught away from down even at a young age of 7 years old. Music was always still in my life. At a young age, my parents always told me, like, just go for it. Like, that's part of what you do in general. And anything that you put in together as an entrepreneur or as an actor or a model, what you're going to do is just focus on what your goal is. And the first thing is basically was always music.
Music.
Yeah.
So what were you listening to? Because you grew up in LES? Did you grow up in
Lower East Side, yeah.
Okay, so for people that don't know, Lower East Side, New York City, it's a big Latin community, right? Yeah. Shout out to some of the artists from Lower East Side. My God, True Life. Oh, nice. You know, it's from, I don't know if you know True Life.
You might know him, maybe, yeah.
But there's a lot of talented artists in the LES, right? Shout out to DJ Trace, he's from LES, right? You guys work together. We're going to talk about that too, because you got your radio show. But what were you listening to? What type of music was VeroG into at that time?
I could go on to like merengue, salsa, I mean, freestyle, not like freestyle rap, like freestyle Spanish rap, freestyle, yeah. And just the list goes on, like, you know, R&B, pop, everything. Yeah.
So at what age did you say, yo, I'm going to start? You said 8 years old, but were you recording music at 8 years old?
No. I would say later on in my life, I would say around my teens or so, I started more focusing like on that motion, like, okay, I'm gonna be as an artist, like full on this. And I started songwriting at the age of 15 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was just something with poetry and then combined with songwriting. So, you know, it's like correlate with that.
Got it.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel like when I officially went the first time to my studio, actually I was in high school. Believe in high school, yeah. Big shout to Beth Abraham Hospital there in the Bronx.
Okay.
And actually, you can say it. And I actually had the honor to record their studio for free, and I did a song called Teardrops, my first song ever. It was, of course, breaking up. I mean, who don't do breakup songs? Like,
right.
You know,
you know, when you're young, it affects you so much.
Yes.
But you know, a lot of girls would go in their diary and write about it. You instead went into the booth and made a song about it.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I was like 15, 16. I'm still trying to figure out myself, like puberty and that. So it was a great song, and then that was my first experience. I loved it. I just loved it. And it was just after that, I was hooked on it, like studio and all that. And since then, I just had a passion just to continue on working on it.
Does the guy that broke your heart that you made that song about, is he still around? Does he know what VeroG is doing? Does he know VeroG and DJ Drewski are on the New Movement right now?
You know, fortunately, I hope he's watching.
Shout out to you for inspiring her to do that.
Exactly.
So that's your first song, 15. You catch the bug, and you're like, not only do I want to make music, but I want to tap into radio. I want to be an actress.
Yes.
I want to. So, what came after the music? Was it radio?
Actually, no. Actually, true story. Music was, like I said, always the first passion of mine, first and foremost. I will say later on, I tapped into acting because I was doing it actually in junior high school. And, you know, behind the scenes and doing some plays here and there. So acting was like the second bug, they call it. So I loved it. I was like, you know, you get to wear different outfits and be somebody else for a day. I don't mind doing that.
Because you definitely have that personality.
Thank you. I appreciate that. No, but yeah, it was just something instilled in me. I just loved it and I just went with it. And I actually auditioned for the Professional Performing Arts School. I didn't, unfortunately, make it, but my mother said, you did it, because you know what with them is you have to be in 9th grade.
Okay.
So that's how entry level. But if you're like, let's say a senior, they're not going to select you. So. Got it. But it was okay. It's all good. I'm here now. So.
Right. They stop you.
Yeah, exactly.
They only made you stronger.
That's right, baby.
And now you have your own radio show on DTF Radio.
Definitely, yeah. So yeah, the music thing, how that came about, actually, me and big shout out to my management, Jam Media. We did the pilot first, a TV show, a VeroG Spotlight TV show. Knocking on wood, hopefully not wood, okay. Yeah. Make sure that for 3 years this year. So we did the pilot. It was successful. A lot of artists coming in from different states now as we speak. Before that was just locally.
Right.
And then I said to him, I said, you know, let's tap into radio. What do artists want? Radio, magazine, all sources. So we tapped into DTF for that. We'll be making it, God willing, knock on wood again, 2 years, January. So
congratulations on that.
And it's an amazing experience. I meet all kinds of people and their stories and how they get inspired with their own music and their own stories.
Exactly. So usually you're on the other side. You're the one asking the questions.
Yeah.
Today we're asking you the questions.
I'm honored.
So we were talking all nice and you know the history. But I gotta ask. I gotta get a little juicy.
Of course, yeah.
You and Cuban Link have a song together. You dropped a video.
Yeah.
You got real sexy in the video.
Thank you.
There's a part in the video where you and Cuban, getting real close. There's not a lot of clothes on. I think he has his shirt off. You have little lingerie on.
A little something. I had to show a little some skin, you know.
Did it go any further than the video?
No, professional all the way. And that's my manager, also my man. So
right. He was there.
Yeah, so he like make sure you don't do anything. So
he was checking you.
Yeah, of course he has to. Yeah.
He was on ultimate director mode.
I wrote the treatment for the video.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna let you get a little bit,
but not too much.
Right. But how was that experience? Because for us in New York City, Cuban Link is OG in a sense, right?
Legend. Yeah.
So to be making not only records with him, but now you guys are doing videos together. Speak on that experience.
Wow. So actually, prior to that video itself and the song "Come With Me,"
right.
We met actually 2 or 3 years ago. While at the Mvmt studio in Manhattan as well, in TV station. So we met through another producer, and I was like, hey, one day I saw him, Cuban, hey, what's up? Real cool guy, to this day, humble and sweetheart.
Right. Super cool.
Definitely. And we just had a chemistry there. And then we always talked through him, through our management and their management. And one day we were like, let's do a track together. He actually was a guest of mine.
Right. I know he did your DTF.
Yeah, he was there for like 2 times, and we just always had that chemistry as friendship.
Right.
So
yeah, you're both Boricuas.
Well, no, he's Cuban. I'm Boricua,
Cuban.
but
I thought he
I'm
was
mixed.
He's not mixed?
No, he's Cuban.
He's a straight Cuban.
Cuban, yeah.
I thought he was mixed Puerto Rican and Cuban.
Shh, nobody heard that, okay? He's Cuban, Cuban, I don't know. No, but you're good. But yeah, I'm mixed myself, so don't worry about it. But yeah, it's okay. Yeah.
What is your mix?
I did ancestry DNA, I believe, and I found out. Yeah, I'm
deep.
Listen, I am black. Okay, I love it. I am Spanish, and I have Irish, Sweden, Jewish. I am a mixed mutt, so I love it.
Maybe that's why you can do the versatility in your music, because she can do a emotional record, then she can do a dance record, and she could jump into a whole protest lane and do a record for Black Lives Matter.
Thank you.
What made you do that?
Actually, okay. So with that, again, I have to give credit to my management, Jam Prime Media. We worked along with that project, the concept of that video, and you going through what George Floyd went through last year, and now over a year, the case now is being, he finally got the right, the situation. I feel like we finally nipped it in the bud, and I had to pay tribute for George Floyd's family. I did reach out to them, and one of his sisters through Facebook actually saw the video. She put a big heart. And that made my day.
That was the ultimate cosign.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And I was just saying, wow, and people, we have over 15K views. Like, people are, of course you get negative comments.
Of course,
but it's part of the territory. So you just got to keep pushing, and put out there the world that, with this situation happening, unfortunately, that we have to make an impact by artists. Of course, it's great to talk about drugs, sex, and all. Come on, that's the norm. But we have to kind of use our platform as artists.
And use our voice.
Exactly, with that. And then also, I want to ask you the other question with Cuban Link. So,
we can take it back.
Yeah, okay, so I was like...
Cuban short. But yeah.
He's like, what happened?
I was going to get back to it, Cuban. Don't worry.
Oh, we got you.
There's too much juicy stuff.
My management, their management spoke. We did the concept, the song itself, Come With Me, actually is about... him telling me, like, leave my man, I'm good, you could be my girl, kind of like a situation, tutorial thing,
Right.
So it was like kind of cool.
But it's like Spanglish for people that haven't heard it yet.
Yes, bilingual.
Because the hook is like in Spanish, but then you guys go back and forth.
Yes.
And so you don't have to be, you don't even have to know Spanish to listen to it, because there is English parts of it.
Exactly. So
was that something you wanted to do? Like, hey, let's mix it up?
I did, because I feel like, being a Latina, I wanted to embrace my culture, but also I wanted to affect everyone else, not just exclude them out. So with that in mind, I spoke to him, and he was like, yo, I like the beat, yo, let's do it. He did his rap, I did my part in the studio, he did his part, we met up, we did our thing, and it's history.
Magic. Go watch the video. Got real spicy.
Ooh, caliente.
Vero G is real comfortable in her lingerie in front of other men, so you don't have to have a touch, you know what I'm saying? I know it's a video, I was like,
It's too much. No,
nah, it's all love. It's all love.
no, you're good. You're good. And actually, real quickly, you guys could vote for the song. Come with me. It's at www.ldmradio.com.
Because it's nominated.
Yes, nominated
Okay.
for artists this year for Latin. So we're trying to get that award. So we'll see, guys. You gotta vote.
Tell them one more time the IG or the website to vote.
Sure, not a problem. So you guys go to www.ldmradio.com and you go to Latin category. Click it. It's once a week, guys, and then it's until I think July or so, and then
Okay.
that's about it. Yeah.
So make sure you go vote, go run it up. Let's get it. Who do you know who the other nominations are?
There's a lot of artists, independent artists on that. So
Got
I
it.
I'm really give like the full names.
It don't even matter.
I mean, no, I know. I give them props. They all work hard for to even be.
It don't matter, Vera.
Listen,
She's not
man.
being nice. She's from the LDS. She's acting too nice to be from the
It's
LDS.
her fifth nomination.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, listen, I just give love. That's all.
Keep spreading love.
Yeah.
Keep spreading the positivity. We love it in the music.
Thank
Now you have a album sitting over here.
Yeah. So you actually, this is yours.
This is my gift.
That's his gift.
Thank
man.
you.
You're welcome. And I'll sign it for you. It's called
Victory.
Yeah, Victory album came out last year, and we're doing the Victory album tour now because of COVID. Everything kind of postponed that. So with that in mind, we're doing a couple of dates right now, and I'm actually a part of the rock. I believe it's rock.
Rock Out Against Bullying.
Rock Out. Say it one more time.
Rock Out Against Bullying.
Rock Out Against Bullying. And that's with DJ Nectar. He's going to be a part of
BT Network, NFL alumni.
Yeah, and then we're doing a couple of things with them for Vegas.
Right.
And for
Atlantic City.
Vegas.
Yes, in August, and I'm excited for that. And then July 4th, we're also doing an event for them as well in Atlantic City. Yeah.
And outside of that, you have your own indie tour going on.
Yes,
as well.
yes, definitely. So we're actually next week. We're talking. We're going to be on the 18th and 19th, away in Buffalo, New York, because we did the last one in Detroit, New York. So we're going back to up there and giving the artists their performances. And a big shout out to Mr. 211 and everybody, Aces High, all that. So it's gonna be crazy.
Right.
And it's a 2-day event. So
2 days in Buffalo.
Yeah. So I can't wait.
And then you're moving it around, right? Isn't it going to like Binghamton or somewhere else?
I believe it's definitely on Buffalo. And then we're going back to the Queens, New York. We have the Hall of Fame.
Queens.
That's in July 25th for that one. And then we're doing like all over the place. That Queens. There's so many places.
If artists want to get involved,
Yeah.
how do they get involved? Just hit you up on Instagram?
Yeah, Instagram's the best way. They can find me at official VeroG. As you know, I'm trying to get the check, so
Right. Go follow her. Go run
come
it
on,
up.
I'm trying to get a blue check here. Yeah, yeah. So definitely, there you can find me there, or my artist page VeroG, or my website www.verog.com.
Got it. Album out.
Yes.
Records are out. Now you got a magazine sitting over
Yeah.
there
See,
too.
I don't ever sleep.
She's
man.
not playing. She
Yes.
is not playing.
Definitely. So here we actually this is going to be making on October, God willing, 2 years for this publication called VeroG Spotlight Magazine. This is again the branch off the Spotlight.
Right.
So this here we have on June issue. She is an amazing model, plus size model. You can tell.
Oh, I thought that was you. I
Well,
wasn't, like,
whatever.
paying attention.
With the glasses. I wish I could look like that. I have a modeling days too sometimes. But yeah, by Turquoise. Her name is Cynthia Ortega, and she's all from California as well. So big shout out to her, and she made it for the cover for this issue in June. And yeah, so we have a lot of great artists here, a lot of ads, features, all that sorts. We have a lot of people that are love to be a part of this.
So again,
Yeah,
same thing if they want to be a part of this.
Yeah, they could contact me either on my social media, my Instagram, my website, or my Facebook.
Got it. And then I see you have your acting guide.
Yeah,
people
I got like over 30 publications. So like I don't sleep. I write poetry books, self-taught books as well, and also just personal books. I feel like you need to inspire people.
Right.
through your work. Yeah.
So, how do you want to be remembered? How does VeroG want to be remembered with everything going on and so much positivity and just giving people platforms and just I feel like you live it. You really live the lifestyle.
Thank you.
How would you want to be remembered when it's all said and done?
I think, God willing, my legacy, especially through my dad, I'm going to cry a little bit, but
Don't cry.
Dad, no, I'm trying. He always was a person who gave back, and that was a big importance for him. And actually talking about that, we're doing a back to school event, our second annual one. We did
Another event.
Yes, we did it last year, and New York One covered it. It was amazing. This year we want to make it bigger than ever. Would love to have you be part of it. Come volunteer, just get back to
anything
the kids.
for the kids.
I appreciate that. Yeah, and then we're making it bigger this year for the kids. Book bags, everything, food, all that. We're hooking it up. So back to what you mentioned, my dad's my inspiration, and we saw how he gave back to community. That's what I wanted to do, my legacy, to give back.
That's how Vero G wants to be remembered.
Thank you.
As someone, that gave back to, people that just were in your life.
Exactly.
Whether you knew them personally or it was a complete stranger. But I think that's a great way, and that's how you receive blessings as well.
Yeah, amen.
Now, I said don't cry because you
I got some makeup on, so I'm holding it.
But that's a great segue, Vero, to talk about your record, Don't Cry, which is based on domestic violence.
Yes. So I'll make a little short story short, but I have been a victim of domestic violence.
Not this guy.
Oh no, he's cool. He's cool beans. He's
so you don't even put me in that category.
He's like, wait a minute, I'm filming here.
We're just kidding. We want to make it lighthearted because I think when you talk about domestic violence, it gets so serious that people don't want to pay attention, right? There's men that should be listening that, they get nervous, right? But I think it's good for people like you that experience that to speak up and for men to listen to these stories before they even get involved in, any situations like that. Or women, because there's men that get abused as well.
Exactly. And children as well. That's a dynamic. And I want to add as well with that, we did a docu-film over a year ago. It's called Through Their Eyes, The Mask Behind the Mask. Big shout out to Shauna Grady. She was our producer for that docu-film. We put out there Be Free at the Spreaker in Brooklyn TV station. And I wish I could bring the award to that. Should have. Well, we won the Be Free Awards for the docu-film for People's Choice for 2021. And everyone voted.
It's acknowledged officially as a New York Emmy.
Yeah, so we're honored for
our
that.
first Emmy ever.
Yeah, and then also I have a petition at www.change.org.
Okay.
And it's called End Domestic Violence, and we're trying to get a petition. We have over 59 votes already, or signatures.
Right.
So we're trying to get up to 100 signatures to get out there. And I also I also I've written a letter to Joe Biden, our president. So I personally sent it to him over a month ago. I'm waiting for him to respond back, but to get a
president better respond.
Listen, man, come on! I'm trying to get.
We know he's busy. He's going through a lot. He's still dealing with COVID.
I'm trying
but
here.
Respond to Vero G.
Definitely appreciate
but
that.
But you were gonna speak on your experience with domestic violence.
Yes. So with that in mind, I have been many years the victim of domestic violence, a rape victim. I have been homeless and pregnant. Been in the foster care system, and more things I went through in my life. And I've written this book. It's called Trials and Tribulations, and Autobiography of VeroG. It's out on Amazon. You guys get a copy. And it talks about more things in depth of what I went through in my childhood, even through my teen years to now. And those things I mentioned to you guys. It's been a long ride. Right. And I feel like telling my story, my testimony, could inspire someone to say, "Wow, She's a phenomenal woman. She's doing it on her own. Nobody's backing me. We got me. It's just me and my management working together hand by hand. And we're, even before meeting him, I was just trying my best as an artist, trying to get myself out there. And even prior to that, even going through these in the past, a lot of people I would have been dead.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean,
not everyone could handle that pressure or that,
Definitely.
That's a lot of emotions. But you stayed busy and created a career out of it. But for people that are maybe going through it now or that went through it that just can't break through, what do you think it took for you to really, emerge from that? That nasty, dark feeling. Do you think it was a combination of things, or was it just maybe love? What was it that helped you get through it?
I would honestly say my family, my son. Big shout out to you, Nicholas. I know you're watching. He motivated me so much. My family, those who, my close, my management. Right. And I'll be honest with you, it's been something that down the line, looking back at it now, talking to you, has been a journey. And I feel like, I'm here for a reason. There's times, I'll be honest with you, and I'll be real. Right. I committed suicide a couple of times. Right. But it didn't work. So I'm here for a reason. God said, no, that's your time. You got people that care about you, that love you. Right. That's why I do this every day. And I'll be honest with you, Drewski, I don't sleep. There's times I'll be like,
oh, I know.
3 o'clock, okay, all right, work. I do this, and I don't do this for profit. I do this because I want to just show people that people do care. Right. People love people, and that in this world is unfortunate, it's negative in this world. And I just want to bring some light to people's lives. End of the day. Yeah,
that's great. So, family really, you feel, helped you through those darkest times.
Definitely.
And, it developed the character you are today. I think sometimes it takes people to go through rough times to be able to come out of it and teach others. Because there is a young girl or a young man right now that, is sitting there going through a dark time right now and just trying to figure out, how do I get through this? Or, should I take my life? You know, what advice would you give to that person?
I would say, I think the first and foremost, I think you have to know, if nobody tells you, I'm telling you that you are loved, that whatever you're going through, no matter what, you're being bullied or being attacked, at the end of the day, you're here for a reason. Use that time, utilize that for yourself, whatever you want to do, but don't take your life because it's not worth it. There's people that you don't even know care about you, and the day, and you never know who you're impacting.
Right.
So that's why, end of the day, if those who are listening or viewing, whatever you want to call it, please, I want to impact somebody, one person out who's watching this.
Exactly.
Don't take that choice. Make the next choice and do something for yourself and for your future.
Yeah, we appreciate you being able to speak up and be open about it, right?
Thank you.
Because
Thank
you never know what someone's going through. But from your experience, and you could say, I don't even want to talk about it, but what was probably one of the worst things you went through, right? Because someone might be going through something super simple and they think it's the worst, right? But you can sit here and say, I've been through this. So what do you think hurt you the most? Because you spoke on being bullied, you spoke on people, trying to hurt your feelings. What really bothered you the most? Because you said, I did attempt to try to take my life.
I did.
But what pushed you there? What did you let happen that pushed you to that moment?
I'll be honest with you, Drewski. Over a year ago, I had a group of friends who I thought were my friends in the industry. And I realized, unfortunately, it's a cutthroat business.
Right.
And I'm a person, I'm giving and I'm loyal. So basically, where it got to that point where I almost did end my life because it was bullying online. It was really bad.
Just like bullying.
Bullying, and they were just sending people disrespectful stuff to me in my camp, and I said I can't. And then luckily, big shout out to Gemini Stacks, even besides my management, they took me out of that situation, a dark place, because it was getting really bad.
Was it like name calling? Or?
It was just very, very disrespectful for women. Names and things that, I looked out for them. I fed them. We gave them my apartment. We took care of them.
Right.
We gave them a platform. There was times I didn't charge them anything just to get on our shows, just to get that exposure.
Exactly.
So it's like it hurts because I'm a person I give.
And especially people close to you.
Yeah, that's what hurts the most.
Because listen, I've been through the bullying. I did reality TV.
Yeah.
You got to understand, like, for people that are listening, because we're talking on the topic, like, I went through a lot, like being on reality TV, being a white guy in that environment. You catch heat.
Yeah.
So you have to be strong. You have to be, not, I don't want to say cold, but you gotta say, I know who I am, and I know what I'm here for, and I can only imagine what people go through because I went through it, to the max, like coming directly to family, trying to like stop money and stop opportunity, but a lot of it was like bullshit, and I was able to just keep on moving and not pay attention to it. But I know, like, some people, they go through it, and to be able to sit here and talk about it, I think it's a great thing, and we can inspire other people to like keep on working, keep following your dreams.
Oh yeah,
if you want to put out music, put out music. You want to drop a magazine, drop a magazine. You want a radio show,
go for it.
Go for it.
Exactly.
So, high five to you.
Thank you, baby. Thank you.
On a lighter note,
yes,
right? Because we got a little deep.
Ooh,
let's talk about some of these tattoos. I think you had Marilyn Monroe.
Yes, he spotted real front of
me. What does that mean to you?
Oh, this actually was a Mother's Day gift a couple years back. I treated myself, and a big shout out to Brian, my tattooist in Brooklyn. He did this for me, and I'm a big fan of hers. I just love. I know she has what you call it, but I just love the way she kind of carried herself as a woman.
I was gonna say she's another one that probably went through a lot of shaming in her life.
Even the industry back then, they utilized the hell out of her, and she went through so much. But she had a beautiful light about her and her gift as an actress, and she just wanted to be loved.
Right.
And I felt like a little connection towards it with her, And,
okay, I spotted it. I said, what does that mean to Vero G? Because I know you had a couple. You have one on your leg.
Oh, man, he spotted everything.
Attention, Vero.
Hold on, man. I try with the chest.
No, we don't want to get you in any trouble. Cuban Link already got you.
Shit.
We don't need that type of vibes. But the Cuban Link song video is out now. Make sure you go run it up. Did we miss anything? Because you have a lot going on.
Oh, God. I at the moment, I think for now, pretty much, I'm actually working on 2 EP albums this year.
Okay.
One is called Here I Am, and the other one's called Energy. That one thing it's coming out next year. But the one I'm working on, actually we're going to go this week in the studio, work again, and I can't wait. Something about being in the studio, you just feel alive. Like, I'm back, you know. And
Well, we're excited to hear more new music.
oh yeah, thank you.
Tell them your Instagram one more time, how they can follow you.
Of course, definitely, guys. So you guys can find me at official VeroG, Instagram or my website, www.verogmusic.com. I think that was website right here.
Right.
Like double everything. And artist page, VeroG. Also, you guys can watch our show as well every Wednesdays at 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Time at DT Radio. It's called the VeroG Spotlight Radio Show, and we'd love to have you just come through. Say hi.
Yes, she did invite me. I'm not gonna lie.
See, so y'all heard it here first.
Yeah, she did invite me. So we're gonna figure that out. She has so
Appreciate
much going on. You know, we're gonna be in tune and keep watching and go follow her. Run it up, man. It's the new movement. DJ Drewski, Vero G in the building.
There you go.
Bow.